wrong. It's absurd what they are claiming and lying about. And they're going to allow the press in the courtroom. They're going to allow the whole thing to be videoed live, out to go anywhere in the world they want to. And you know what that's going to look like? The Democrats and the nasty mainstream media, the ones that lie about me constantly anyways, well, they're going to be able to twist and turn and clip out any little piece they want of the horrible things that these funded attorneys are going to try to say about me.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is feeling the heat. That's because there's a group of liberal groups, coalition of them getting together to make sure that she can't be on the ballot again to run for re-election. The basis for that is that she has supported or is part of this insurrection, of course, that happened on January 6th. And in that particular piece on the Jenna Ellis show, she wanted to point out that she doesn't want cameras in the courtroom. She doesn't want them talking about what she's done. She doesn't want everyone to hear the things that she said, even though we've all seen and heard it because she says it and shouts it from the rooftops. But she just doesn't want it in an official setting like that. Let's get to some of the details here because there's a federal judge on Monday. They cleared the way for this to happen. She was trying to stop it, for this coalition of liberal groups to move forward with this attempt to disqualify her from running for re-election. Now, this ruling means that a scheduled hearing in front of a Georgia state judge will take place as planned on Friday morning. And that judge is gonna hear arguments from both sides and will ultimately decide whether the Constitution's, quote, disqualification clause applies to Marjorie Taylor Greene. The Civil War era provision says that office holders who support an insurrection are prohibited from serving again. Now, in my opinion, I don't think they're gonna get very far. I like that they're trying, but I don't think, well, it depends on the judge, it depends on how they read this. But I feel like there's gonna be this hard onus to point out that she was a part of the planning and being part. She definitely supported it. There's things that we're gonna go to in a second here that may show that. So it could go either way. But there was one local reporter that did tweet out her exchange with Marjorie Taylor Greene about this as well, because she's really talking about it. So this was put out there. She goes, I asked Marjorie Taylor Greene, should a candidate be allowed to run for office if they participated in an insurrection? Just straight up, no names, not you, a candidate. She says, but there was no insurrection, no Republican member, no one in Trump's administration, President Trump, participated in any riot or had anything to do with it. I hear you. Well, when that reporter followed up, Marjorie Taylor Greene had this to say, watch.
So to clarify my question, do you think that if a lawmaker, Republican or Democrat, participated in a riot or an insurrection, regardless of what happened January 6th, that they should or should not be allowed to run for re-election?
You mean like Ilhan Omar and Kamala Harris who funded?
No, you're accused of.
I'm not accused of anything because I did nothing wrong. So
well,
this is a scam. No, I don't care what the lawsuit says. I did nothing wrong, and this is a scam. Okay, so I'm not entertaining this.
She's not entertaining it. Well, you can't be accused of something apparently if you didn't do anything wrong. Somebody told Donald Trump that because he definitely accused many people that didn't do anything wrong. Took out a full page ad against kids that didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, side note. But also, this is the reason why she's coming back and pushing back and trying to point out that she is not that person, Yaz. What are your thoughts? Is this gonna get through? I mean, maybe I'm wrong in thinking that this isn't gonna go very far.
I kind of tend to agree with you on that one, but the thing is, even if she isn't accused of anything in court, even if she's not convicted of anything in court, it's still not good for her public image. But I wonder if that actually will matter because the people who are going to vote for her anyway are the people who already know who she is and don't care who she is. That said, the first time she ran for office, she was unopposed. This time she is opposed, and her opponents are raising a lot more money than she is. So that's positive. I also liked when she said, I'm not accused of anything because I didn't do anything. You don't have to do anything to be accused of doing something. And I guess she's missing that part. But
no, it's bowling right through the question and just going straight to I didn't do anything, which she kind of did with their support. If you guys remember this part when she was running through the halls and they was asking about January 6th, I feel like she had this in mind. At the time, I wasn't sure why she was doing this so vehemently. And she posted about it. She wanted everyone to see this, watch.
You know what I think? I think the American people are fed up with this over-dramatization of a riot that happened here at the Capitol one time. You know what they care about? They care about the border that's getting invaded. They care about gas prices they can't afford. They are sick and tired of January 6th. It's over, okay?
So you know that clause in the Constitution that they're talking about, it has to do with whether or not you supported an insurrection one time. Because it only happened one time. So therefore, after that, it's all good. Maybe if it happened 3 times, then maybe I could be disqualified from running. But
I was gonna say, what's the magic number? How many times is it okay to have an insurrection at the nation's capital before you have to do something about it? It's all quite arbitrary, it would appear.
Or it's just based off of what she wants and what she's supposed to do. She was, she's not even been accused. We already addressed that.